Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and it's time to get really tech with you about YouTube behind-the-scenes drama, how it all works, how does monetization work, is YouTube lying to content creators? Let's break it all down. This one came from, on Twitter, Grime Time Art. Thank you for the suggestion. The new Nerd City video about demonetization would be a solid topic. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Thank you, Grime Time, Cody Paul. I appreciate it. I was going to do it for later in the stream, but then something today prompted me to respond to you sooner and do it tonight. I want to talk just quickly about what this is before I share Nerd City's video and talk about an example where I don't even think they know how extreme this problem is. But when you're a YouTube creator and you have a monetized channel, which you get by having a certain threshold of subscribers, you can monetize your videos. And so you're paid by the impressions of the video, how long they stick around. It's called a CPM. And it traditionally is about, you get like $1,000 every million views. So you can break that down however you want. But that's usually like sort of the bare minimum of what most creators get if they are, ad friendly and monetized. That can obviously be a much higher sliding scale. If you go to a site like socialblade.com, you can check sort of estimated earnings of YouTubers, and some of them will make your head explode. When you make a certain amount, when you become popular enough and you're making enough content, CPM can go higher and you can make more than sort of the $1,000 per million, and you can do even bigger. And then that's when people are making, six figures a month just on YouTube alone, which they are. I don't know if you know that. I'm not. You can usually tell by their overall views per month. And so if you go to that Social Blade scale, you can sort of get a gauge. And the minimum is pretty close. The higher end is definitely not always accurate, but can be depending on the YouTuber. So there's a lot of guessing work and estimation, similar to that sort of site, Celebrity Net Worth. If you've ever been there.com, another cool place you can sort of guess like a celebrity's net worth, what they're made. They're good at like guessing, but they're not exact, just like the Social Blade and all those other guesses are. So the reason I bring this up is because as a YouTuber, when you're monetized, you get revenue, and you get, I don't have a ton of views, so I don't get a lot of revenue. Every view counts for someone at my level right now, and so many creators like me and less than me that strive for YouTube to pay us so we can give them the content and sustain our own work here. But the problem right now with YouTube is they do limited monetization now if their artificial intelligence bots determine you said something odd or your keywords say something odd, and there's this there's been a rumor that there's this sort of hidden list that YouTube will not be transparent about with its creators to sort of just, if you say one of these words either in comments, in your video, the AI, the artificial intelligence can literally watch your video and hear your words and know and just flag it. And so when they flag the video for a limited monetization, it doesn't mean they pulled it, doesn't mean you got a copyright strike. You can still sometimes get revenue on it, but they just, it's like putting like a weight on your legs. You suddenly can't run and sprint at full speed and get maximum revenue. You're brought, so when you would make $1,000 for a million views, instead you're going to make $400 per million views. And so that can hurt creators when they make, one or two videos a month and they depend on that income. It really does hurt them. So this is a legitimate concern for a lot of creators. And the reason it's been a concern is because they think YouTube is throttling certain channels. I suspect it happens to me sometimes. I've been alerted by my own fans. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but I've been alerted to a lot of my fans, and I implore you, if you've heard this too, if you've seen this happen, my videos aren't even always alerted to them. Even if they've subscribed and notified, sometimes YouTube just doesn't want to notify my subscribers, the ones that have come, hit the button and said, I want to watch this content. They don't actually notify them all. And so us content creators are stuck with, we're making content for this company, and then we're not actually getting the fair revenue that we should. And it's a problem. And then on top of that, when we make the content and we're already jumping through these hoops, now they're throwing this limited monetization, which is this, we all know it as content creators, is a yellow money sign. And when we see the yellow money sign, we meant, oh crap, something in the video triggered the AI bots to sort of limit my video right out the gate. And so now I can't even get the full monetization on this video. And that is the telling part, because sometimes you're just like, why did I get the limited badge? What did I say? I didn't even curse. I didn't say anything. Everything in there is fair game. It's happened to me on every video I've ever done on cancel culture. It's just immediately flagged. My whole apology video so let me clarify. Sorry, I jumped ahead. So once you're limited, you can request a review, and then a manual review will make a human being check the video to make sure there's nothing, not friendly for advertisers. Because the reason they're making this limited monetization is because they don't want to slide in some crazy, racist, sexist video that Toyota bought in a big ad bulk buy, and then suddenly flips out at YouTube and Google saying, "How dare you put my ad on this racist channel's videos?" And I understand why they need to police it, and they want to do that. I do get all that. But for smaller level creators, it can really affect us. And then creators who make, 2 videos a month and put all of their resources in that, and then they get that limited badge, suddenly out the gate, you're waiting to wait to upload your video, to wait for the manual review, which can take up to 2 days sometimes for a human to be like, "Oh yeah, sorry, AI error." The rumor is the more you review and the more you write, the less they bother you. And I don't know how honest it is, because I still get it every day on a lot of my videos. I just get limited, and sometimes they're so topical that I say, whatever, I'll take the limited hit just to get the views, to try and get the awareness, to keep the algorithm going of supplying the channel. But then sometimes we wonder as creators, well, if we're putting out limited videos, are they even sharing it? Or does YouTube not even really want to share it because they're like, well, I can't get maximum revenue on Andy's video here, so I'm going to promote hot ones instead. I really do think that's what's happening. So this is the controversy and the behind the scenes drama of video of YouTube, but YouTube has always denied that they're doing this. So enter today's news story. Enter Nerd City, which did a really well done production that sort of broke this down, but I'll let them sort of explain it to you.
We tested 15,000 common words and phrases against YouTube's bots one by one, and determined which of those words will cause a video to be demonetized when used in the title. If we took a demonetized video and changed the words gay or lesbian to happy or friend, every single time the status of the video changed to advertiser friendly.
Most of the words are ones we might expect YouTube to censor. Many others put YouTube directly at odds with its progressive messaging. And some of them only make sense to robots. Come with Dr. Dowgo as we take a closer look at YouTube's bigot bots.
So I implore you to go watch Nerd City's video in full. I'll have the description down below, because it's an important topic, and I think they do a really good job at sort of explaining all of this. And there's one particular more poll I want to show you where they talk to Susan from YouTube.
And she said,
"We do not automatically demonetize LGBTQ content."
Because I've heard rumors like, have the word lesbian in your tag for your thumbnail or your title, instant flag.
Look at her staring at the floor.
There is no policy, of course, because we want to have all different voices representing all different points of view.
There's no flag words from specifically that community that is more likely to be demonetized.
There shouldn't be. No. No.
That's a lie. It's a lie by omission. It's sneaky language from a very smart woman who talks to a lot of lawyers. There's no policy to demonetize gay words, but there is a protocol where bots are doing exactly that.
And so he's spot on, and you got to go watch the whole video because it really gets to it. But he focuses a lot on the LGBT community, which is a problem, because they say they're gay rights and you say whatever you want, but then you put the word gay or lesbian in the video, and all these content creators are suddenly flagged and limited monetization right out the gate when they're saying, pro-gay things and nothing explicit or wrong or controversial, and just the bots don't know the difference. And so it's becoming a big problem on YouTube. And so it's not just in that community, it's all of us creators, man. All of us do it. And a lot of the sort of more sort of news, canceling culture, everything that we talk about, they get challenged a lot. The Joker content, really, anything talking about the Joker and its controversy immediately got flagged on my channel. I saw the Quartering was just talking about this too. Same thing happened to him. Any video I've done on cancel culture has been flagged, has been limited monetization right out the gate. And anything canceling or anything political, anything I mentioned Trump. When I mentioned Trump, even because I don't do videos on Trump, but somehow if he's connected something, I did one sort of video on Trump, and then I did like a Meghan McCain video, and then I did Jennifer Aniston talking about blackface, which was just talking about the fact that she didn't do blackface. And when I did the manual review, they even didn't let that happen. So the whole system is crazy, and what Nerd City is pushing for, and what we all should be pushing for as as content creators, is just transparency. Like, YouTube needs to tell us, well, what are the rules? What words can't you say? What do we need to do? They try, and as Nerd City explains it when you watch the video there, they try and say, well, YouTube doesn't want bad actors to come in and take advantage of the process. If they tell you how the AI system works and what keywords are okay, well, then bad actors will come and take advantage of the system, and then all hell's going to break loose. And they do a fantastic job of sort of proving that that's just not true. Because YouTube has a system in place where if you have false advertising in your thumb, misleading stuff, the users can flag it and then the system can just take it down. And then you can get a strike if you do that too often. So there already are ways in place to make sure that the bad actors can't just take advantage of that. I mean, they still do. They're always going to figure it out, but it'll be minimal because the community will be able to self-police it. So I don't understand why YouTube's doing this aside from hiding it from the creators. And sometimes, people have our audiences here because we've built them on YouTube, and we should have the right to have that transparency to keep delivering them content so we can get paid. And so case in point, Nerd City, what he did was that he worked with, who I forget who did this because fantastic job. When you go there, it's Andrew, I think, made this, one of his collaborators. He made a list. All the keywords that you can't say, all the demonetized words, you can now search them. So you can go through and figure out what words are going to get flagged according to their tests, so you know to sort of avoid it. But like the word accused is going to get you limited monetization. And so all of this is interesting. Sometimes the words are obvious, sometimes they are not. But Adolf Hitler is clearly something that's going to make something. But even just saying the word adult immediately flags you. So Afghanistan flags you. So it's alert, alcoholic. It's crazy that some of the words they learned that YouTube's AI bots are doing is really crazy. So you as a content creator now, if someone like me, when I do a current event channel, I need to put it out right away or it's done. And so what happens when you do the manual review, it takes 48 hours and then YouTube's views are done and then you don't get any more views moving forward. It's a whole sucks type of scenario. So I wanted to share this because this happened to me in the last video that I just uploaded. And I thought, how perfect is this timing? I uploaded a video, Mark Hamill Goes Dark Side on Twitter, Hollywood Hypocrisy, and it got limited. And so now you can see how this works. See here that it's, let me scroll over here so you can get the full view. Sorry, hold on, make sure this is playing for you because it's not showing, because I have to show you here. All right, so if I scroll over here, I can open up the browser. So there it goes. So when you see the whole thing, you can see that it's yellow flag, green flag, yellow flag. And it says not suitable for most audiences. So I'm going to request the review just so you can see how this works. You can see the process from behind the scenes of a crazy bigger channel. And you request the reviews, and there we are. We're done. And so I've loaded that in, and now I've requested manual review, as it says here. And limited at no ads to content not suitable for most advertisers. Why did this happen? Advertisers avoid placing ads on videos that don't align with the brand. For example, they may choose not to advertise on content that's sexually suggestive, includes bad language, or is considered controversial. This is their sort of broad catch-all everything now, which is kind of crazy. It's considered controversial, so therefore they can flag it. If you think our automated system got this wrong and your video is suitable for advertisers, you can request a manual review. So you hit the request a manual review, blah, blah, blah. We review videos with at least 1,000 views in the past 7 days, which is new now. We only review videos that have done that. We'll review your video when it reaches that threshold and give you a final decision usually within a week. So that's actually new, which is crazy. Because now you have to wait for your video to get 1,000 views for it to even happen. This is brand new. So that's just crazy to me. I haven't seen this click before. But now it was requiring you to only get to get views on your video that are not going to pay you before they review it. That's how bad this is getting. So you click OK, you submit for review, and I have 600 something views, so it'll get there eventually. But there we go. I've requested the manual review, and it's done. So now, as we go back and sort of see how this worked, we can see the difference in the keywords. Luke Skywalker turned Sith on social media is what I did, and it got approved. Here's the latest celebrity stance on social media. I took out all the words about Trump, and I took out Twitter, and I took the word hate. Just because I didn't see any of those in the thing, but still, this is what flagged. Mark Hamill Goes Dark Side on Twitter. Hollywood Hypocrisy is what I called it. And then the greatest words of Yoda: fear is the path of the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Listen, I don't care what you think about Ivanka Trump. You can read this comment. It's still up. The video is still up. I sent it. I unleashed it limited just for the proof of this video. But you can see I said nothing crazy in the video. There's nothing even really controversial or explicit at all. Nothing's explicit. No keywords were even on tags. I didn't even add tags in this video yet, and I left it alone until I made this video. I'll add the tags later. But this is how crazy it is. And so then I upload this video, and you can't upload a duplicate. I had to add a few seconds and then upload a video again, and then suddenly it got the green light, which is just mind-blowing to me. The fact that this got the green light. I lost my where we were where it said it. But anyway, this one was approved, the other one wasn't. And this one got through by saying Luke Skywalker turned Sith on social media. I took away dark, I took away hate, I took away Twitter, and I took away Trump. And suddenly then if I had released it that way, I would have gotten monetization. Here's the latest celebrity stance on social media that bothered me, this time from Luke Skywalker himself. Mark Hamill, what do you think? Is this in the wise word of Yoda? Fear is the path of the dark side. You know the rest. I put that there just to test because I didn't want to put hate. I'm going to post this video unlisted and link to it at the end so you can sort of see the difference in the descriptions to see how crazy this is. So that's the difference. So the bots, no crazy keywords, nothing else, but the bots determined based off of the video that's online now in public's description that's going to get need to be requested, limited, the other one not. So right there, that's why I wanted to tell you guys about this, because us creators are just against the wall every day, it feels like, with YouTube, where they're just not, it's just the lack of transparency is so frustrating. They just are lying to our face to say that there aren't sort of keywords and things, especially to the LBG community, that aren't triggered by the bots. She's saying, oh no, that's not our policy, but it's clearly happening. They're caught. They're caught with the hand in the cookie jar. They're trying to plead the advertisers, and I understand that. But to just be upfront and say, yes, these are the words the bots are censoring, but they can't, because then they're going to seem like they're against certain groups. But the bots are in charge, and they are pretending like they don't know what the bots are doing. But hello, if YouTubers can figure this out, I'm sure behind the scenes, the coders can really know what the hell's going on. And that's the problem here altogether. So next time you see a content creator online and they're trying to ask you for super chats, or they have a Patreon, or you can PayPal them, or you just watch videos when they have their pre-rolls, that's how you can support us creators. And I'm not even talking as me, I'm talking about any creator you like. You got to support them. YouTube is not taking care of us. They don't care. And that's the frustration. We can fight back. We're going to keep doing content because we just are here. We can't just let them win. But that's the struggle we're going through every day. And as someone like me, who I'm trying to give you as much content as I can, and I know there's others even lesser than me or whatnot, I'm working other freelance jobs and making things to try and push through to make this become something for you guys. But who knows how long it can last. And I get the struggle now most content creators are having, because when you're putting all your work into this to try and, muster a couple $1,000 a month, if you're lucky, on revenue, and then YouTube just cutting you at the knees every single chance you get with content that's not explicit or controversial, it can be really, really disconcerting and mess you up in your head. And so I'm not there yet. I might be eventually, but I know other creators are. Creators are getting fed up, and we should stand up and unite and help each other. Support the creators you like. Support them through Super Chats, through Patreon, all the things you can do. Most creators will have that, how to support them, and to just surprise a creator you love with a nice drop, just to show them that you care, to inspire them to keep going, because we need it sometimes. YouTube and other platforms out there are just completely dehumanizing and just sort of hate you, and we're here making content for free for them, and then they're like, no, sorry, we're going to pay attention to Hot Ones. No disrespect to Hot Ones, I like Hot Ones, but my God, Hot Ones, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, John Oliver, SNL, that's, Billie Eilish. Those are the popular YouTubes nowadays. It's crazy. Will Smith, that's who they care about, because they know they get better dollars. So all the other smaller time YouTubers, aside from the PewDiePies and the Phil DeFrancos who burst through that threshold early and sustained an audience right away, aside from all of them, there's a lot of other people trying to make ends meet, and some of them succeed, some of them don't. And week to week, it's completely up in the air what their revenue is. So this is a problem. It's a legit problem, and we need to figure it out. And I'm glad for Nerd City to step up and do this research. Andrew, all the people who helped do that, fantastic job. That's why I want to support it. So check the link down below. Go give them some love. Make sure to come back, and when you see me doing videos with ads or super chats and you like what you get, please support when you can. It means a lot. And I have some more news coming about how this channel is going to go. So join me Thursday live, 9 p.m. for a brand new live stream. We're going to talk a lot about some new stuff, ways to support, and ways I'm going to move forward here on YouTube. So I look forward to talking to you. Thank you so much. If you just found me, make sure to hit subscribe and that notification bell, because even though they don't always work, it's at least a start. Thanks everybody for watching. Hit me up on social media if you have any questions, and I'll be back soon. Bye.